So hey guys, Agis here. This is going to be the first gun that we're actually going to be reviewing inside of Destiny 2 on the channel. And I say gun, but I mean bow. And I was pretty excited, man. Trinity Ghoul finally gets a catalyst, and Trinity Ghoul was a kind of love-hate relationship type of weapon inside of D2 with me because I love the idea of the weapon. I just felt like it could do a lot more. And now with the new season of Arrival out today, this gun has now, or this bow rather, has become my favorite weapon inside of D2 right now. And just to play a quick clip of when I got it. Trinity Ghoul Catalyst, that actually exists now, dude. Oh, that's something to grind out later now. It finally gets a catalyst. Okay, so I'm gonna run over what Trinity Ghoul does for those of you that are now getting to this bow. It has high tension string, which greatly increases the accuracy, while also lowering the draw time, which is something you don't want for a bow, but you definitely want the accuracy, because this bow fires split arrows, so you definitely need a lot of accuracy. Next, it comes with a compact arrow shaft, which increases the capacity. Something really good for a bow like this. And then we reach the apex, which is Lightning Rod, and this says, with precision kills, it will grant the next shot chain lightning capabilities, but with the catalyst that just now came out, that kind of makes it redundant in a few ways. We'll get to that later. Intrinsically, it has the trait Split Electron, which will fire an arrow that splits when released, and this will split into 3 separate arrows that will all chain to targets around that arrow's stopping point. So notice the moment I kill this war beast here, that's when Lightning Rod activates, which you'll notice that it activates due to your arrowheads glowing blue. And once I release my arrows, it will shockwave anything around the arrow's breakpoint. Now this is where the fun of the bow comes from, where you're able to AoE clear but within a bow, which are famously just meant for single target sort of damage. Now, notice here how I'm shooting the dregs in the chest and I'm still able to proc Lightning Rod. That's all due to the catalyst that came out today. And you're able to proc this basically every single time you get a kill now, but that's not the only thing you can do with it. So the catalyst will add the perk called Fork Lightning, which will allow Lightning Rod to trigger from any arc damage final blow, which that's pretty huge, guys, because that means any sort of arc damage that you can produce, it will trigger Lightning Rod. So if you have a arc-based heavy weapon, use that, and you'll be able to trigger Lightning Rod. You'll see what I do in a moment here, which we now have our first build for this season as well. But just notice how long I'm able to keep Lightning Rod as I'm proccing it. So here we're about to see what we're about to do to proc it even further. Notice how I have Dune Marchers on, which comes with the perk called Linear Actuators, so anytime I sprint, I will begin to build up a static charge, and after the static charge builds up, I'll be able to release a arc chain melee attack towards any enemy within my view. So here it is coming up, and notice how I kill that dreg, it procs Linear Actuators, and now notice how I have Lightning Rod. So this is a really, really interesting cycle where I'm able to melee, proc my own Chain Lightning due to my melee, even though I'm not using a Arc subclass, I'm using a Void subclass. And then on top of that, I'm able to get Lightning Rod back so I can have my long range playstyle as well. So do let me know what you guys think about Trinity Ghoul with this catalyst down below in the comments. I am very excited that this finally got looked at. I was hoping that some sort of change would happen to this bow, and I'm glad that we at least got a catalyst with it now, because I've been saying for a while that this could be a really good bow, and I think I'll start using it more in other activities as well, such as Crucible, just to see how it fares now with the Catalyst, and I'll have a video on that later on. And I also have a video coming up about soloing Pit of Heresy, which does involve Trinity Ghoul usage, so for those of you that are still trying to solo Pit of Heresy, watch out for that video shortly. And as always, thank you for watching.